it's Kelly, and I thought that I was going to have a special guest, but apparently not. So I wanted to talk about what I've been up to this week. So I will tell you that like the last day of July, I had to finish, but it wasn't, I was working on my height at the time, so it wasn't enough for me to pull it out and be like, I've done one thing for like an end of July video. So I figured I would just include it in my first August update video. So I did finish my Halloween town. Oop, got a little bit of a line in it. So there you go, guys. Halloween town is finished. So excited that this is done. So excited. Somebody asked me what this fabric was, and I had to go back and figure it out. Whenever Picture This Plus updated their website, I couldn't go back and look at my past purchases because I had to create a whole new, thing. So, but I did go back and watch, and this was Mystic in the crystal fabric, 14 count Ada. And I have like my flashlight on my phone so that way I could get better coloring to show you this. So if it kind of shadows weird, that is why. And I'm taking, a page out of McKenna's book, and I'm not apologizing for it. So, oh well. The other thing that I've been working on my lunch break. And Drew will be so excited to see this. I'm almost done with the last orange color because I was working on it today, but the drama just can't stop. No, but it's like funny, like it's comical drama at this point. It's not like bad drama at this point. So anyways, this is where I'm at with my Halloween cat. So I just have this little section right here of orange to do, of this like brighter orange right here. I've got to do that right here. I have a string of black left because there's a little line slits in both of the baby kitties. So I'm not going to take it off of my hoop, but I will do this. So this is where Halloween cat is at. I do still have to finish right here. My needle minder is covering it. I guess I am going to take off the hoop. Dang it. Was not planning on doing that. Isn't that life? All right, so that's where Halloween cat is at. I do need to finish this chunk of the moon, but I'm not gonna lie. So I've told y'all plenty of times that I have the entire collection because I inherited 2 different sets. They weren't complete, but I inherited 2 different sets. And I don't know if it's just this color. I don't know if it's just this batch that this one came from. I hate the way this color stitches on this. And so I think yep, that's about how my day's been going. Yay. I hate how this color has been stitching. So honestly, I was talking to Michelle today. My goal was to finish, and I don't have that much left, so I don't know. I may convince myself just to do it. No pressure from you, Drew, because I don't know. I may not do it. I don't know what I'm going to do. But I hate doing it so much that I was like, I'll just finish this orange, and I'll leave the rest of the moon color to do whenever I pull it back out with some of the other colors. I may still do that just because that's how much I hate this color. But I may just finish stitching this little bit of orange really fast tonight. I'll keep taking it to work with me, but I have a feeling inside my bones. Okay, sorry. We watched the Trolls movie this weekend for the first time ever on Netflix. It was so cute. So cute. Trying to get... I don't know. Okay, so I may do that. Anyways, Halloween Cat is almost up to date where I don't have the colors in my box anymore. So I did finish all of these colors, which is really nice. So I'm going to put those back away. So now I'm just waiting on blues, basically blues, a green, and some grays. All right. And I was joking, one of the blues I already know. One of the blues is in my Haid. So I was like, Halloween Cat's apparently not going to get done for like 3 more years because that's how long my Haid's going to take me. At least. At least. And so I'm kidding though, if I get all the other colors and it's down to that one color, I will obviously pull it out of my Haid, okay? Like I'm not that stupid, but it was kind of funny because they were like, seriously? And I was like, I mean, maybe. All right, so the other one that I've been working on is my quotes to live by, which, oh my gosh, one of my favorites. And I will take the frame off of this one just because that's how much I love it. So, hold on. Un momento. So I was behind by 4 quotes. And I started working this on Saturday. It's Tuesday. So Saturday and Sunday, I got the bottom corner finished as far as like this part goes, and the bottom corner quote. So I did this Saturday and Sunday. Love it. Love it. And then last night at my embroidery bee meet, or not my embroidery bee meeting, at my quilt guild meeting, I started the second one. Oh my gosh. I started the next one. So I'm working on the outer border. Like I said, I'm going to do that at the same time. So this is the middle one on the left-hand side. Not too bad for one day. Not too bad. But I do have a dilemma. So the dark gray 647, I bought a new skein of it. But here's the deal. This is one of the ones that I inherited. No idea how old it is. Bought a new skein of 647. Look how different that color is now. Holy enchilada. So I think I'm going to have to look through my floss box and see. I think what this one used to be, that's getting annoying. Whatever, oh my gosh. Sorry. Whatever this one, this one's dye lot is pretty close, I think, to either, what is it, like 415 or 414, those like beaver grays. So I'm going to try and find one of those in my box or something even closer to this, because this is just way too off. And I'm worried about it because this one has solid gray across the bottom. So I can't like switch the color too much in this one because it has a really thick gray border around the whole thing. So I am kind of worried about that. But this is my quotes to live by so far in the full. So we also have this one. So this was August's square. So obviously I have not done that one. But have the top and the right side ready. So this is what I'm working on right now, is this left-hand side. So my goal for this month was to at least get these two, or at least get 2 out of the 4 done, so that way in September I could completely finish it, because I do want to be completely finished. But I wanted to have 2 to 2.5 done, so I'm gonna try to finish that. It is only Tuesday, so we'll see how much I get done and how long it takes me, because I'm as much fun as I'm having working on this, I also am kind of ready to switch to something else. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. The other thing that I wanted to talk about that I forgot to do in my August video was books. I haven't talked about the books that I've read or the books that I'm currently reading. So I've finished, hello. I don't understand, like sometimes the lighting is like amazing and other times it's just absolutely crap, and I'm not really understanding why. It's not like the lights in this room have changed, you know? Maybe it's like the angle? I don't know. Okay, so I forget the last ones that I told y'all about that I finished, honestly. So I'm just going to tell you about the last couple, because some of these I feel like I've told you about. When did I finish you? Oh, in July. When did I finish you? In July. Okay, so I'm pretty sure one of the last books that I told you about was 13 Reasons Why, Hollow City, and Sharp Objects. Finished those. I also read both of the Marie Kondo books. I think y'all know, because if you watch all of my videos, you've seen my weekend vlogs, and I've been KonMaring my entire house, kind of like a psychopath, but like in a good way, I think. But I've read both of her books, 5 stars, changing my life. I love it. I feel like everyone should do it, but that's just me. It's also really changed my perspective on the things that I buy, which has just been fantastic. I did read Mary Poppins, the first one by P.L. Travers. I will tell you, I rated this a 4, and I kind of wanted to rate it a 3, and that was only because I get it. Movies and books, super different, but I didn't really like it. And the thing is that the movie about P.L. Travers is very misleading too, because it talks about the book and she didn't want so much changed according to that. And it was like the creation of the movie based off the book. But there's a lot of crap in the book that doesn't even remotely happen in the movie. And half of what happens in the movie doesn't happen in the book. So I don't know where that all came from. But like there was like talking dogs and like talking zoo animals and like all this random stuff. And it was a quick read, but on that one, I prefer the movie. I also read The Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I rated this a 4, and I'll tell you why. The first several chapters really wanted to rate it low. it took me forever to get into it, but once I got into it, so good, and honestly can't wait for the next two. The next one that I read was Brain on Fire, My Month of Madness by Susanna Callahan. Also a 4-star. Took me a little bit to get into, but incredibly awesome. Super good book, true story. You should check it out. The next one that I literally just finished yesterday, I believe, is The Lost Symbol by Dan Brown. It's the 3rd book in the Robert Langdon series. If you don't know what series I'm talking about Angels and Demons, and if you wouldn't have asked me, which you didn't, the Da Vinci's Code. Sorry, took me a minute. I gave this 4 stars because I love this series so much. This one was a little bit more all over the place and a little bit harder to follow compared to the other two, but I want to read Inferno next, so I'm kind of excited. What I'm currently reading is a ton of crap. I'm not even kidding you. I have a ton of stuff on here. I started reading Sam's Letters to Jennifer by James Patterson today. It sounds like it's going to be a tearjerker. It's also a pretty quick read. I started listening to Pretty Girls yesterday by Karen Slaughter. I've heard so many good things about this book that I'm already 4 hours into it out of 20. It's pretty dang good. Just throwing it out there. It's almost 700 pages long. Like, it's so good. I also, for the stitching book club on Goodreads, this month and it's really funny. This has been in my queue for a while. They start, Pride and Prejudice is one of the books for this month. I know that I'm going to make a lot of enemies with this, but it's my opinion, and, you know, that's fine. That's why there's so many different options. But I personally hate this book. I am finding it very difficult to make myself listen to any of this. It's obnoxious. It's at times confusing, but I mean, not a whole lot, but a little bit. I don't like it. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's by Jane Austen. There's been several movie adaptations. And to be fair, I'm not comparing this to the movie because I've attempted to watch the movie and I hated it and I shut it off. And so I was just like, maybe I just don't like the movie. Maybe I like the book. So I've always wanted to read it, and this is my first Jane Austen to read. I hate it. I do really like the movie Jane Eyre, and I do want to read that book. So I'm kind of hoping that maybe I like her more, like, darker novels. I don't know. I'm also reading 52 Small Changes for the Mind, Improve Memory, Minimize Stress, Increase Productivity, and Boost Happiness. This is it right here. This one I checked out, and it's on my Kindle. It's an ebook. It's really cool. The concept is really cool. The first section of it, it tells you something to do for a week, and not necessarily for a week. You're supposed to build on this, and, you know, you're supposed to make these changes over the course of a year. So, like, the first one, I forget what the first week's is. It's something really easy. It's something like, and in the forward, it's kind of like if you already do some of these things, whatever. The second one, it talks about music. So incorporating more music into your life, because music can help you think about certain memories. It can also just like make you happy and release endorphins and things like that. And so like sometimes instead of, you know, just cooking in silence, cook with music on, that kind of a thing. And so it's just like a small change that you can make to, maybe the first week was read a book. I think actually it was. But it's just like a small change that you can make in your life. You know, like whenever you're already like doing something, but normally you do it in silence, put on some music. You know, make it a little bit more exciting, a little bit happier, blah, blah, blah. That kind of a thing. So it's a really neat concept. I just wanted to see, you know, like what are some of the tips and stuff like that. And then the third section of the book, it's kind of like the forward is like the first section. Like the third section of the book gives you like actual like lists of like things. It's pretty cool. The next one that I have checked out to me is Scrappy Little Nobody by Anna Kendrick. I have not started this one yet, but it's on my Kindle, so I'm pretty excited to look into it. I also have Stalking Jack the Ripper. It's the first book in a series by Carrie Marishkalko. Manishkalo. I don't know. I can't pronounce her name. It's this one right here. This is one of the 2 books listed for the September read along in the Stitch book club on Goodreads. This has been, I've had this checked out to me now for over a week, so I'm gonna read it this month, but it's for September. I also have Talking as Fast as I Can, From Gilmore Girls to Gilmore Girls and Everything in Between by Lauren Graham. So excited about this. I've wanted to read it since before it came out. So I now have that to read. I also got Beautiful Creatures because I finally watched the movie a couple months ago and it was amazing. So I think I said that on here and one of y'all said that the book is really different. So I'm curious. So I have that. I'm still reading The Witches, Salem 1692. It's so good, but it's also very hard to get through because it basically is a textbook. I'm also still in the middle of A Clash of Kings, although I have made a lot of progress in it. And I'm still in buffering Marvelous Land of Oz, Dead Over Heels, Wicked, The Divine Comedy, etc., etc. All my other books. So I'm currently reading 20 or in the middle of 20 books. So always something to expand my mind and something to do with my free time. But those are what I've completed and what I'm working on. And as I finish more, I will definitely let you know. I'm trying to decide which one I'm going to move on to after this one. New World has been calling my name, but so has Toasty TARDIS. And I really want to start that Michael Powell soon. So I don't know. There's things in my head. I don't know which one it's going to be. So we will see. And as always, thank y'all for joining me, and I will see y'all next time. And bye.